So I was gonna wait until tomorrow, but here it is. I'm gonna just do it tonight because I'm kind of impatient. Gonna go to Walmart tonight. They have the batteries in stock. It looks like 3 of them, so I'm gonna go pick them up. Hopefully we can get the truck running tonight. That'd be cool. So like I was saying earlier, this is already timed pump timed. So we'll just have to retard the engine by like a ½ an inch. That'll get us about 18 degrees and we are good to go. All right, so here's how this is gonna go, right? I'm gonna put the P pump on. I'm gonna put the batteries in. I'll have a bag of something somewhere. I think I closed the trunk on it. I'm gonna wire up the alternator and I'm gonna drive this thing home tonight. And it's not gonna give me any attitude whatsoever. It's just gonna do it and it's gonna work. That's what it's gonna do. So let's get all this stuff. I also went and grabbed, I need this bag. Now, Walmart did not have the 850 cold cranking amp batteries in stock. So these were like 55 bucks a piece. There's 650 cold cranking amp, 65 series batteries. I'm just gonna run them for now and call it a day, right? So let's start slapping this thing back together. The only thing that needs done is the P pump, the lines on the P pump. Hopefully I remembered all the O-rings and all the other bullshit, because if I didn't, well, then I'm kind of fucked. But I can at least get the get everything together and in tonight. Let's start cleaning this thing up. Probably not gonna film much. We're just gonna get going and make her make choo-choo noises. Sorry about the close-up. It has been a hot minute since I started filming stuff. So we got fuel coming out of all of them except this one here. We're still bleeding some air out of it. I'm gonna keep cranking it, making sure everything's good there. Everything is on. Gotta make sure we have no leaks anywhere. You can see the oil spraying on the side of the truck because of the P pump. We're firing it open. So the only thing, I haven't wired up the alternator yet. I got everything on, but it's gonna take me a minute to figure out how to do it because we have 2 wires off of the alternator. I have 2 wires from the truck itself, and then I have 2 wires from this guy right here. So the main focus is getting it to run first. So I'm gonna keep firing, making sure we get oil out of every one of them. Then I'm gonna drain the oil out of the fuel filter right here, and I'm gonna fill it with fresh diesel. Got a 5-gallon jug right there. So I'm gonna fill it with fresh diesel, fire this motor up for the first time on diesel, and we'll go from there. And whatever oil's in the line is gonna, you know, pre-lubricate the cylinders and all that. So I just wanna get this engine some oil pressure. You guys kind of what we're doing. All these bugs out here suck, but you guys get the point. So looks like the only one that hasn't gotten any is number 4 yet. We keep going at it and hopefully we get some, because we're getting plenty of oil on the side of the truck and on the canopy. So a bunch of weird bugs out tonight. I have no idea. Now that we're done with that, I'm gonna fill it up with some fresh diesel, throw the lines on, get everything bled out, and we'll go from there. All right, it's all together. Sorry, I gotta use the zoom in feature at night, but I'll be back to it tomorrow. It's done. It just doesn't start. So I'll deal with that tomorrow. Probably just need to bleed out the lines and stuff. It did attempt to fire, but I'm not gonna sit here and kill the batteries. I'll wait till tomorrow when we can get some more power to it, and we'll go from there. So let's hope it starts tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. Let me know if you guys notice any camera quality, any of those differences. But here she is in the daylight, all back together, minus the alternator. I haven't finished that up. Let's get that going. So I have pre-filled both filters with fuel and the up filter. This is fresh diesel. So we're gonna see if she starts this morning. I really hope so, because I'm tired of dealing with it. We are next to the highway, but I just want my truck to run, so. I think she wants to run. 17 PSI, 18 PSI of fuel. I don't know. Does not want to run. I'm trying here, but maybe we do have a bad P pump. Who knows? I was spitting fuel last night. All right, guys, great news. It started at Chief. Josh is on his way. All right, I'm not gonna kill the battery too much. Josh is on his way. We're gonna use his jump pack and his jumper, well, his truck or his Koi. I don't know which one he's gonna bring. But yeah, so it is, it chiefed a couple of times. It's a good sign. I'm gonna check the fuel pressure again. We have 15 pounds. Fuck it, what's a battery, you know? Alright, at that point I am gonna let it chill, but I saw smoke out the tailpipe, so that's a good sign. So it's chiefing, but like I said, it hasn't run in a while. And those filters, that filter, I've pre-filled everything with diesel. So it looks like Josh is finally here. Josh also bought a unit. No, I guess he brought the Koya instead of the truck, but we're gonna get this thing jump started. It's got power, but you look kind of gay.
I shouldn't have done it.
I know.
I shouldn't have done it.
Oh man. All right, so yeah, I brought the Koya. We'll try to get this thing started. If we have to break out the heavy artillery, we will. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I got batteries in the back and the front, so we can double fuel.
All right, so we got her doubled up here to in here because he's got batteries in the trunk, batteries up front, and a jump pack. It's not dead. It's just weak. Let's see if she finally chiefs, fires over. I'm gonna prime it first. Yo, she started. She runs.
Maybe do those valves again.
I just need to fix that tachometer. So we're just checking tach signal now. Maybe because I painted it, it might be throwing it off, but the tach is not. The tach's throwing a fit. All right, so we're going for our first drive in it. I'm gonna take it right to the car wash. I think we're leaking oil out of one of the injectors. See how she does on the road. Oh, she's smoky. A little smoky. So everything works, minus the bouncing tach and a little bit of smoke out the back. But and like I said, I think we're leaking out of one of the tops of the injector. So I'm gonna pull that out, clean it, and hopefully we can fix that and resolve that issue. But I just wanted to drive it. All right, I think we got all the leaks out of it. Pretty sure all the leaks are gone. I just fixed that one. So first drive in a month, other than all the shit we got to clean out back here. See how she runs. Hopefully don't get her too dirty, but see how she runs now that we fixed that leak. It was spitting and sputtering in town back there, so hopefully not too bad, but she fires right up. Smokes a little bit because of, for obvious reasons, but we'll go drive it, let you guys know how it goes. I haven't driven the truck in a while, so I am not used to this at all. Is so big and obnoxious. I will put 1 tank of diesel in it once I run this tank out, just to like flush it through to see how it would normally act. There's some fresh filters on it. Alright, so I got it home. There was a leak. I'm not going to pop the hood again, but there was a leak on, I just needed to tighten a clamp up on those 2 blue lines up there. So all that's good. Now I'm just going to figure out why that's leaning down there, fix the tack signal, and then at some point we'll get the bed cleaned out. I'm going to go over, reorganize everything. This box is probably just going to go because it's just way too big. Then I need to clean out the corners, take Josh's oil somewhere, and go from there. Alright, so ignore the copyright music in the background, but we got the whole thing cleaned out, me and Liam. You guys will see, other than little things like this is stuff that I need to do. Alright, here she is. I just sprayed it off. Like I said, we just got to throw the wheel liners back in, but the bed, you know, for the most part, it's pretty cleaned out. So I'm not going to put the box back in. I don't know what we're going to do back here yet. Just probably temporary stuff depending on what the job is that day. But probably put the gooseneck hitch back in. And I think Monday we're going to go pick up a bunch of oil. So we're going to have this whole thing pretty much filled. So that'll be fun. So also got this little guy here, so that makes it a lot easier. We're gonna check the idle now at this point and see how it is. Let's see if it works. Throttle, fuel shut off in. Give it a second for the idle to come up. And then we pull on it. And then she shuts off. Cool. So we'll check the idle. Over time, it seems to not be very consistent. On the first time you start it, it always comes back up. So it was idling at like 900, 950, which is a little more than I want. I want it to idle around 850. So I'm gonna get these tools cleaned up. This is the specific set that I keep in the glove box because it's a Dodge and you know, you need tools to work on a Dodge. So these are just the most common things you need. For some reason I have 2 19mm wrenches, but whatever, because there's a 19 here. So throw this stuff back in and we'll be hitting the road. All right, fuel shut off works mint to shut it off. Let's see how well it does starting it up. First crank. Idle's a little low. I went down a little bit too much, but you know, whatever. It's idling at like 600. Needed to idle at like 850. All right, so I got the truck back to the house. I drove it around all day today. And you guys will see by this. Oh, it already blew up. You can see that. That is milky coolant. There is oil in coolant, and if I come over here, look at all the milkiness on the dipstick tube. So I ordered a brand new oil cooler from Cummins and the gaskets and shit. Hopefully that's what it is, but yeah, we're definitely having a problem with that. So I'm at the point with this thing, it's done. I'm gonna fix the issue, get it detailed, and I'm gonna post it and see if anybody wants to buy it. It's paid off, working on my credit to go buy another one. Take all this stuff with me, the headache rack, the subs, probably the light bar, you know, the little added things, but I might end up just selling this thing, to be honest. 6-speed manual, 2-wheel drive, TPMS, all that shit's in it. Gauges, decent power, runs on waste oil, can be run on fuel, but always keep your spare tools and shit. Under here, there's the chargers on the inside. You know, everything works. It's great when it works, but I'm gonna take those. I ended up doing the back in liner, so whatever you call it, that way it's quieter on the inside. 5-inch exhaust, just a bunch of stuff, but I think it is time. I don't know, we'll see. If anybody makes any decent offers, I'll probably let it go. I'm overworking on it at this point. Probably go find me a 4th gen with an Ison. Oh yeah, I went to get it in today, and the lock, I'll show you guys, see if this works. I went to get in and it was locked. I had to break into it, so I gotta fix that, but get the whole thing detailed. 500 and let's see, so 39, that'd be 574,000 miles on it. Fuel shutoff works, starts up every day. Good radio, AC works. I gotta get that charged, but it does work. Everything's new. Brakes are new, bearings are new, whole front end. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm tired of working on shit. Getting the credit fixed. I have wanted a 4th gen 6.7 with an Ison for the longest time, but it's got to be 2-wheel drive. I can't find any, but I'm still looking. And for the guys, I said I wanted to get a 3rd gen 5500 at some point, and I did, but I didn't explain to everybody the issue with that. So the insurance company I use, they're really, really cheap and they're really, really good, but we're not allowed to have cab and chassis trucks. So that's the only downside. I did end up replacing these guys here with an actual plug and an outlet. Same thing within here. The batteries don't die. It has brand new batteries and shit. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Windows are tinted 5%. Has the cool little visors things. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just at a loss at this point. I'm just tired of working on it, to be honest. It's like, we'll throw an oil cooler in it. Could have been something I missed, not really a big deal, but there is definitely coolant and oil mixing, and I've never had that problem before. So that tells me either it needs a head gasket or it needs an oil cooler, which, like I said, I'll fix that issue, get it flushed out. Not a big deal. We're dealing with it with Josh's truck, so let me know what you guys think. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video. The truck runs absolutely awesome, fantastic, no issues there. The engine has like 340,000 miles, and the trans and the rear end have about 260 on them. So everything's been replaced, refreshed, all that shit. No more blow by. HE 351 turbo on like 30 pounds, 32 pounds of boost. About it. I will pop the hood again. I got the mount here for the ECU, billet tappet cover, billet coolant plugs, new starter, the lift pump's new, bigger intercooler piping. It's inspected in PA. So got the breather down here, the valve cover breather. I put a lot of money into it. I probably have like 30 grand into this truck. It cost me 11 to fix it when they totaled it. Paid 15 for it. A lot of money in it. 2,500, 2-wheel drive converted. Everything's gutted. It does have a 2-wheel drive trans. No oil leaks. Does need a good clean out under here. Custom drive shaft. NV 5600, like I said. New O'Reilly's clutch. So yeah, just let me know. New alternator, new water pump, new pulley, new the AC compressor. That guy's new over there. TPMS is just as simple as these. I'll probably just buy my own new one, but all that new stuff. I do have the wheel liners. I gotta throw them back in, but we'll do the oil cooler first, and we'll see. Put her up on the market. Screw it. By the way, these are way better than the Dodge mirrors. Way better. So other than that, center console thing. The switch there is for the AC. It works great, but